Hey everybody, Quinn here, Tactical and Practical. Today, wanted to take you through a quick comparison of the Leatherman T4 Gerber Armbar. At the time of this recording, the T4 retails for about 69 bucks, at least at the Leatherman site, and the Gerber Armbar you can have for just about half that amount, $35 I think is retail. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of both of these and which one might suit you. If you're in the market for a multi-tool that's scaled down from the full-size plier multi-tool, I've got, and in those I do have a Leatherman, I think it's the rebar, and I've owned some other models, and I do have a Gerber, so we can compare those side to side separately. But for an everyday carry, this is my regular pocket knife, and I was hoping that I could augment this particular knife with or replace this for everyday carry with something that had a couple more tools in it, and that's why I was excited about this T4. To me, it's a little too big for my pocket. I keep it in my backpack or my briefcase, so it does get some carry time, but it's just a little too fat. But that does come with some positives. The blade is fairly short, but it's pretty stout. There's my pinky. That blade's probably 3 1/4 inches, something like that would be my guess. But the locking mechanism is on the side and it does a great job. There are also, next to the blade, you do get 2 blade screwdrivers, a file, and then on the other side you get even more tools. You get your Phillips, maybe what could operate as a teeny tiny blade screwdriver right there. Bottle opener, can opener, and the scissors. I like the scissors on this a lot. They are very nice. The reason that this tool is overall pretty fat, they all lock, all tools lock. These tools feel substantial. They're nice and chunky, and you can really get some torque on there. So the tool is exceptionally well made, and it's a good compromise in between the carrying a pocket knife and the full-size plier style multi-tool. It's just a little too bit fat for my pocket. Enter the Gerber Armbar. Armbar is really cool. You get a blade screwdriver and then you flip the tip and it becomes a Phillips. There is a slight magnetic property here. One thing to note, this does not lock. You also get a set of scissors and a tiny little punch right there. The scissors on this are kind of interesting. I'll open them up so you can see them. You have to fold them open kind of like a there. But once they're folded, they're nice and springy and they do a good job. Generally the tools on the T4 are a little bit more robust, but again, everything is a trade. Let's see if I can get that thing to close for us here. Again, scissors do not lock. On the flip side, you have the blade. The blade compared to that of the T4 is not quite as stout, but maybe 3/4 of an inch longer, approaching a 4-inch blade. It's sharp. They're both sharp. They both hold an edge. They both have this little air hole thing, so I suppose you could get your thumb on there to open it one-handed. You can do that. It's medium safe would be my assessment of how safe the one-handed opening is. The blade does lock on this, so the tools don't lock, but the blade does. The really cool thing about the Gerber is it just feels so much smaller in your hand when you're manipulating it. If you really have to put some torque on something, you might want the T4, but the smaller feel of this results in easier pocketability, if that's a word. So, in terms of height, they are pretty close to identical. The Gerber comes in a wee bit shorter, just a couple mils. It also does have the bottle opener on the kind of the caboose here. In terms of side to side width comparison, see the T4 is appreciably chunkier than that Gerber Armbar. And then in terms of kind of how fat they are, again the T4 comes in a little bit more fat. It's basically if you took the scales from the T4 and put them on the Gerber, then they would probably be about equal. Just to give you an idea, this is my pocket knife against the Gerber, and then here's the pocket knife against the T4. These are both good tools. I like both of them. But generally the T4 tends to live in my backpack or briefcase. The Gerber can live in my pocket if I choose. But these are two pretty good options for if your price point is, if you're price sensitive, you can get into one of these a little bit cheaper than these. But if you're looking for something that doesn't have to be worn on the belt or is in the full-blown plier multi-tool, and you want something that has a little more capabilities than your pocket knife, these are both excellent options to consider. Obviously, I own both of them. I like both of them. So that's it for this one, the Leatherman T4 and the Gerber Armbar. If this was informative or helpful, please take the time to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will try to keep these coming. Really appreciate you guys visiting, so thank you very much. Have a great day.